SoundMeFreely.
Oh, hello. I'm just, why do you look so serious? Dasha? Why? I ain't playing at nothing, amigo. I was just surprised to hear you say her name, that's all. Look, you can't just come up to a table and start in with all that kind of talking out the gate. I ain't built for all that. Obviously, in love? Y'all are really coming in hot today, ain't you? I understand you mean well, but you can't just walk right up here and start telling me who I gots to ask out. Well, now, I ain't said none of that neither. I'm just saying, there's a reason cowboys ride alone. A reason the sun and the moon never meet in the sky, you know? A reason the clouds and the mountains can't never be together. Oh, it makes a ton of sense. I ain't hiding. Afraid? Me? What? I ain't never been afeard of nothing. Oh, it ain't about me. What if she gets hurt? Ah, so you get it then. Ain't following you. So even though there's some bad times mucking out the stables, the bond a cowboy feels with his horse transcends those moments. Is that it? You're right. God, you're right. I've been such a yellow-bellied daggum fool. I almost let an incredible desk like Dasha slip through my god-dang fingers. I gotta go. There's something I need to do. I don't hate her, but I'm starting to develop some less-than-kind feelings about you. Just leave her out of this, and leave me alone. Ain't no talking about a matter this serious with someone like you. You ain't got a lick of sensitivity to you. I got no need for help like yours. Do me a favor and get lost. It ain't about missing out on happiness. Who wants to miss out on happiness? I'm missing out on pain. You see, I've been in love before. I know what comes at the end. I know what it's like to look in the eyes of someone who looks up to you and sees nothing but emptiness. I've been alone so long now, it's hard to remember the good times. You're right. You're sure she wants me to? Well, how do you know? I thought we was done with that sort of thing in these modern times. Sheesh. Well, you reckon I should go see her then? All right. I'll mosey right on over there. Us? You mean you and me? Oh, well, I ain't a real decisive guy. What is it you're looking for us to be? Oh, well, all right. I aim to please. I love you too. Done and done. Guess it can be just that easy, huh? Can do, buddy. You and me, amigos till the end of time. Guess it can be just that easy, huh? All right. I'm moseying over to Dasha. Give me a dang minute. Hey there. You want to watch some TV? Oh, wow. That's a real surprise. You know, being here in the living room, there's all kind of fun stuff to do here that ain't me. Sure, I might hold your drinks for you, but you got so many fine options. Telly's always got all kinds of programs on. You ought to introduce yourself to him when you get a chance. Nice TV. A little energetic, mind, but nice. But I guess you know all about that. Saw you two talking just the other day. Connie's another great way to spend your time here. Your video game machine, dang newfangled entertainment contraptions, I can barely keep up with the TV. Oh, well, that's great. She seems, real nice. But, you know, a table like me needs some stability. I can't abide all that chaos and repeating herself. Anyway, listen to me go on. All I mean to say is, you got all kinds of things to do in a place like this, and here you are jawing with me. I appreciate you. Now then, what can I do you for? Hey there, fancy a meal? Hard to have a proper conversation in here. Location's less than ideal, you know. That dang fool Scandelabra never shuts his yap. The dang candelabra? Absolute maniac. Always going on and on about scandal this and scandal that, and effulging his god-dang nop. Like we ain't all sitting here in full view. Get a room for that, buddy. Tell that to him. He won't stop moaning and groaning about it. He's like a god-dang ghost with a bellyache. Just a fancy way of saying he's polishing the little ridge above his base. He just likes to make it sound as filthy as possible. Always moaning and groaning about it, like a ghost with a bellyache. Guess it ain't all bad, though. At least we got Rainy's sweet music here. Record player. Lovely gal. Big partier. Always has great music going. Yep, makes putting up with Scandelabra a little easier. Oh, but look at me jawing about all that like we ain't got nothing but time. What's on your mind? Someone there? Wasn't expecting to see you here. The end table is where I like to go when I want to be all alone with my thoughts. The view here's pretty nice. Makes me feel real thoughtful. Oh, glad you understand. What? Tarnation, no! I was just saying, you know, the view, the expansive blanket, the windows, makes you appreciate nature's majesty. You came at the best time for a talk? Much as I like to be in here to think, sometimes it's tough. Betty is sweet as pie, but sometimes the table's got to think on his own. But Betty's company's a darn sight better for thinking than those dang Hanks. The hangers. There's so god-dang many of 'em, and they're always jumping, crashing round in that closet like 5 bulls on a trampoline. It's just too dang much. And then you got Benoit. Oak almighty, don't make me say it. They're, you know, one of them, intimate marital aids. Oh, that one never stops talking about sex. Asking me if anyone's polishing my surfaces lately. They're telling me stories about their conquests. I'm an old-fashioned kind of table, dang it. That kind of talk's supposed to be private. Oh, but look at me. You came here to talk to me, not any of those guys. So what's going on? Oh, hey there. Surprised to see you here in the hallway. All the places we could chat, and you came here. To the hallway. There's nothing to do here but wait for someone to pass you by. But hey, you're here now, and I ain't about to take up all your time complaining. What can I do you for? Hey, you. Things have changed since we last talked here. The hallway ain't too bad now with old Keith around. Oh, he gives the best advice. He's really seen it all. I'm real fond of a lot of the objects in this house, but Keith, he's got my full respect. Ain't never met a key like him. But enough about him. What's going on? Hey there. I'd say fancy seeing you here, but you're here all the time, ain't you? Lots to do in the kitchen, after all. Lots to eat and drink. But I gotta tell you, kitchen table's real unique among all the other tables in this house. You know, this one is the only one with 3 legs, and it's the most stable of all. Really tells you something, don't it? A beautiful lesson in independence and relying only on yourself. Oh, heck, look at me going on and on about table legs. Gosh, thanks. I'm sure you wanted something, so tell me, what can I do you for? Well, look who it is. You know, it's funny being here in the foyer. I got the best seat in the house to keep an eye on everybody's comings and goings. But you ain't left the house in so dang long. Seems like I only see you here when it's time to pick up a package. Not that I'm judging, mind. Just ain't exactly living up to the full potential of the position here, am I? But hey, I do my job no matter the circumstances. So don't you worry about me. Now then, I'm sure you got something on your mind. What can I do you for? Hey there, partner. Nice of you to drop by this place. It's real easy to overlook a coffee table, you know. Coffee tables got to play host to all kinds of beverages and snacks while the main event's going on. Ain't nobody interested in you, as long as you're getting the job done. And speaking of the main event, I'm more of a radio guy myself, but I've been real into this show lately. Real House Knives of Dallas. Oh, you wouldn't believe what those utensils argue about. Charity events and who ended up in whose drawer. Hoo-wee! Ridiculous. Talk about sharp tongues. Ooh. That's what Koa says. Try as I might, I can't seem to get him to see the appeal of the wives. You know, that lovely comfy couch. Nice feller. Right you are. Though sometimes I feel he's shut tighter than a clam, and that's coming from me. At least Kopi's into him. Coffee maker. Makes a mean cup of joe. Fancy ones, too. But that ain't for me. I wouldn't have guessed myself, but you see what happens when you judge a book by its cover. Anyway, she's real big on house knives. She didn't used to be, but she'd be coming and going making drinks, asking me about why this one don't like the other one. Next thing you know, she's joining me on the couch and having her own opinions. But you ain't come here to talk to me about house knives, did you? So tell me, what can I do you for? Real decent of you to come see me here, with a beauty like Rainey around. Well, hell, I wouldn't blame you for not even knowing I was here. I don't mind, though. Supporting Rainey while she makes her beautiful music is a real pleasure. The nicest record player, too. Always thanking me for holding her up and letting her do her thing. Nice to see a star like her be so humble. But you don't look like you're here for a song today, are you? What can I do you for? Look at that! My leg's still doing great, thanks to you. All's well here, amigo. I'm gonna get back to doing my job. All's well here in the kitchen. Well, mostly. I am feeling a mite peckish. Might get a bite to eat. But everything's great otherwise. All's well here in the foyer, amigo. Would be nice if more folks came over. I'd love to see more of 'em coming through here. Oh, but don't you worry about that. Just keep doing what you're doing. All's well up here in the landing. Always a pleasure to see you coming up to get some rest. Not that I'm watching you sleep or nothing. I'm just a fan of rest. All's well here in the living room. Been working real hard today. Think I might take 5 and go get some coffee with Koa. All's well here at the end table. Oh, now don't you start. All's well here at the end table. Nothing to see here, friend. Take care now. All's well here at the end table. Don't work too hard now, you hear? I better see you turning in soon. You gotta take care of yourself. All's well here at the console table. Well, mostly. I want to watch Yellowstone, but nobody else does. How am I supposed to relax when I could be watching the greatest TV show ever made? Listen to this. A hard-working pair of jeans has to balance life in the dresser, sharing a border with other pants and USB cables. It's a clash of civilizations, old and new. Must-see TV. Anyway, yeah, fine here. Just waiting for my turn on the TV. All's well here, amigo. Thought it'd be nice if I could get Rainey to play me a little country music. In the mood for a good tune? Nothing to complain about here otherwise. We've known each other for a real long time now, but we ain't ever been properly introduced. So, first things first, name's Abel, and I'm your table. And second, that is one fantastic red shirt you got on. Pleasure's all mine. I know it, but it sure is nice to hear it from you face to face like this. Nice to meet you, too. You know, as a table, it's my job to hold things up all over the house, and I take my job real serious. So, if you're here talking to me now, you must need something more than just my support. And if there's one thing Abel's gonna do, it's make sure everyone in this house has what they need. So, what can I do you for? There's gotta be something. Oh, yeah? Well, Skylar told me you was getting to know everybody real good. Maybe looking to getting back into dating and all that? Heck, you're asking me that? Oh, come on now. No need to be shy about it. Skylar told me you're getting back into dating around the house here. Dating, huh? Hoo-wee. Dating ain't really my area of expertise, you know. Me, personally, I never was one for casual stuff. If you're looking for someone who knows people, though, you might want to talk to Kopi. She's good with that sort of thing. You'll find her nearby. Oh, heck, I don't know. I guess you could say so. I ain't. That ain't what I'm about. It's just the newfangled dating ain't really something I'm... all that talking and whatnot. Trying to fit each other's history into bite-sized portions. Oh, it just ain't my speed. Well, I'm just glad I ain't the only one who feels a little left behind by the whole thing. But don't you worry. Then you really got to talk to somebody who knows what's what with dating these days. I'm fine where I am. We're talking about you now. But you'll make it there. Kopi'll get you on the right path. Wenda, tell her I say hey when you see her. You take care now. Oh, hey yourself, sunshine. Oh, well, you know, sometimes a table just wants to feel heard. Oh, didn't mean no offense. Just in a real swell mood today. What? What's the matter with sunshine? Is this world so cynical a table can't even greet his pals with a smile on his face and a song in his heart? I ain't mean no offense. I was just in a swell mood. Had a long talk with Dasha before you got here. Dasha. The desk, you know? Real close to tables, but also real different world. Going over the finer points of lifting, supporting, and, you know, just the good old basics. Just feels nice to be understood, you know? You feel misunderstood? Tell me about it. You know old Abel's got you. Go on. Oh, I know what you mean. It's hard to feel like you're swimming against the tide, like a salmon trying to swim up a garden hose. Well, say no more, pal. I've been there more times than I can count. Anytime you feel like you gotta unburden yourself, you come and find me. Lifting your burden's what I was made for, you know? Come and lay your troubles on my shoulders. Just remember, ain't none of us ever really alone. Even a cowboy's got the dirt at his feet and the stars in the sky to keep him company. You just gotta make sure you know it, too. Darn tootin'. Whoa. You see? Later days, partner. Stay steady. It is, ain't it? Lifting's no easy job. We got a lot of folks in this house who do a damn fine job at what it is they do. But how many people's job is it to lift? To make sure everyone's got what they need, to make sure they know they can rely on you day in and day out? It's a lonely lot in the life of a table. But I knew what the job was when I signed up. Semantics, pal, semantics. I know who I am and what I do. But sometimes you just wish someone knew exactly what in tarnation you're even thinking about without having to explain yourself. That's Dasha. You think so? Oh, well, shucks, I don't know. I'd hate to bother her. She's got a lot of lifting to do herself. I can't be distracting her from her very important job now. I'll consider it, yeah. Anyway, I can't take up much more of your time today talking about myself. Just remember what I said before, okay? I'm here if you need me. I will. You take care now. Am I? Oh, my apologies, friend. I lost focus. Here you are needing my support, and I'm yammering on about myself. Tell me what I can do to help. Well, that's a help in itself, ain't it? I'm happy to listen to your troubles any time you need me. Well, most any time, anyway. You caught me at an awkward time, though. Gotta make rounds and check on some folks. A lot of things need lifting round here. Maybe I'll catch you later. We can talk then. Great. You take care now, and I'll see you next time. Here to make sure I'm doing my job right? Oh, you always trusted me to handle things till now. What's going on here? What? Wobbly? Them's fighting words, partner. You do me a favor and take a hike. 'Cause if you keep pushing me like this, I'm liable to say something downright unkind. Go on, get. Are you, though? You know, it strikes me that a joke you gotta explain ain't really all that funny now, is it? If you're only here for jokes, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to just catch up with you later. Lots of work to do and all. Happy trails to you. Oh, dang it all. Was really hoping you wouldn't see me like this. I beg your pardon? Next thing you know, I'm a-wobbling like a newborn fawn. Ain't on my account, that's for dang sure. I ain't the partying type no more. I just came to make sure everyone else was all right. Me? No. I ain't touched a drop of drink in years. Ain't got a problem or nothing. Just never liked the way it made me feel. When a table ain't got his mind right, he can't mind others, you know what I mean? I don't need your help. Beverly. Oh, for the love of... Not him. I'll be fine. Don't you worry about me. Tony ain't much of a carpenter, but he can tighten a few screws. I'd be better if Tony weren't gonna be the one to fix me, but I guess I shouldn't talk bad about him before y'all have even met. Ain't funny to me, but glad you can be happy about this. Oh, well, I hate to impose, but if you wouldn't mind, I'll be right as rain soon enough. Hey, don't worry about me. Thanks. Real decent of you. Just don't look at me when I'm like this. Oh, dang. Wasn't expecting you to get so close. Been a real long time since I was this close to someone else. Oh, no, not at all. It's nice. I got so used to just doing things on my own, you know. A feller can do with some reminders of how good it can be to rely on others every now and again. You're a real decent sort. I won't forget this. Why'd it have to be him? You break more'n you fix. What I want, you don't want to know. No. Fix me, Tony. Well, thanks, Tony. Good as new. Sure ain't. Oh, bet you must have lots else to fix round the house now. Tarnation, that toolbox really gets my goat. What ain't wrong with him? This time, that's between you and him, not me. If you want someone like that, then you enjoy. He walks around this house acting like he's God's gift for doing what anyone should do. He makes helping people all about himself, and his god-dang ego makes me so mad I could just spit. Yeah, you're right. I am. Dang. You're right. I ain't gonna waste no more of my time on that blabbermouth toolbox. Still, thank you for sticking with me in a low spot. I ain't glad to be seen like this, but it ain't so bad with you. You see, that's just the way it ought to be. And sometimes that's enough. You know, I might have spoke too soon. I think you ought to go now. Adios. Anywho, I've wasted enough of your time today. You go on now. Go on. Get. Ugh, consarn it. Why have you come to see me now? I beg your pardon. Tarnation Benoit! Next thing you know, I'm being baptized in this vile liquid. Ain't nothing arousing about it. I ain't in distress. Now leave me be, you miserable rascal. Go on, get. Don't you bring nobody else into this. You know, a little mess is part of the job from time to time. And I get that, but this? Sometimes a table's principles are tested. But everyone deserves support, and it ain't for me to judge no one in this house. Not even Benoit. It ain't my intention. I just ain't nothing wrong with them. Sure ain't. I guess I have a hard time seeing someone flit about as free as a bird like that. It ain't something I can relate to. Ain't no worries in that battery-powered head of theirs, no matter how modern and casual they keep things. It ain't really something an old-fashioned table like me can understand. Then something like this happens and they ain't bothered about nothing even when they did cause trouble for somebody else. It just ain't nothing I can understand. Oh, I ain't waiting around for no forced apologies. Like what? How to soak your friends in unmentionable liquids? I'm sorry. It ain't fair of me to pop off on you like that. It's just, I smell like bubble gum, and I'm slippery as a grease pig in an ice rink. Oh, they do, yeah. But they got a lot of friends, too. They seem happy. I suppose I could stand to learn something from them. Oh, tarnation! I guess. No, now don't you go pitying me. That's the only thing that could make this worse. It really wasn't. I ain't covered in that stuff no more, but I gotta deal with this now. Oh, well, I hate to impose, but if you wouldn't mind, don't you worry yourself about what I need. I can figure this out. Yeah, well, I'll fix it one way or another. Actually, we got it. No need to trouble yourself, Tyrell. No, they didn't mean that, Tyrell. They'll be gentle. Well, that was something. I thought I was about to smell like bubble gum for the rest of the month. Ain't even gonna think about what else might have happened if I never got that stuff off of me. A table's worst nightmare. No! I could have done the job. Well, no point in talking about the what-ifs now. It's over. Exactly. I don't want to think about any of that. You really helped me out of a tight spot, and I ain't the kind of guy who likes to rely on others. I just don't like being in the spotlight, especially not for nothing like that. But sometimes the table's got to rely on somebody else. And I guess if it's you, maybe it ain't so bad. I see that. I really do. And, well, I appreciate it. And I'm glad to know it. Wish it were just as easy as saying so, pal. But it ain't. Just glad to have that bubblegum nightmare over with. Well, now that's all over. I got work I need to get back to. You take care now. Well, that was embarrassing. What's the big deal? Yeah, it was. But you know what? I understand to an extent. Toweling folks off is his job. It makes sense he's particular about it. You say that like it's easy. It ain't the sort of thing a solid table like myself can just decide to do. But you and Tyrell helped me out of a tight spot, and I'm mighty grateful. I've wasted enough time today now. I gotta get back to work. Y'all take care. Now hold on a minute. I ain't saying all that. Oh, why would you go and say something like that to Tyrell? He was only here to help. I might got a problem letting others help me, but I ain't trying to hurt nobody over it. Now I'm soaked and Tyrell's upset. Oh, it ain't. Not like that, I didn't. Maybe so, but that wasn't no kind of help. Now I'm soaked and Tyrell's upset. Just get on out of here. I'll handle this myself. Oh, tarnation. Why'd you have to come by now? Begging your pardon, ma'am, but we're both dripping like a cracked bucket in a typhoon. Course you woke me up not long after. You gotta take care of Miss Celia first, but she ain't the only one. Poor Keith had to relocate for a little while. I got so many folks counting on me. I ain't much good to 'em like this. Toolbox. Handy guy. Nice fella. Unbelievable. Well, Celia's got her leak fixed, but what about me? Fantina, what are you doing here? Oh, thank you kindly, ma'am. Appreciate the help. Sure. Thanks again. Well, dang. I was gonna tell you how hard it is for me to rely on others when I'm the one who's supposed to be helping everybody. But whatever's going on between the two of you really just took all the air out of the room. So, I guess maybe I should thank you. Hard to focus on my own feelings when somebody else has bigger problems. I ain't saying to make a habit of it or nothing, but it sure worked today. I ain't that at all. Come on now. Thought you knew me better than that. Yeah. Well, we got a lot to do. I'd thank you for being here, but not sure if it made much difference. Still, probably the decent thing to do. So, thank you. Now, I got a lot of work to get back to, so I'll catch up with you later. You take care now. Appreciate it, Fantina. Oh, thank you kindly, ma'am. Appreciate the help. Sure. Thanks again. Well, dang. I was gonna tell you how hard it is for me to rely on others when I'm the one who's supposed to be helping everybody. But whatever's going on between the two of you really just took all the air out of the room. So, I guess maybe I should thank you. Hard to focus on my own feelings when somebody else has bigger problems. I ain't saying to make a habit of it or nothing, but it sure worked today. I ain't that at all. Come on now. Thought you knew me better than that. Yeah. Well, we got a lot to do. I'd thank you for being here, but not sure if it made much difference. Still, probably the decent thing to do. So, thank you. Now, I got a lot of work to get back to, so I'll catch up with you later. You take care now. You all right there, Fantina? All right. Let's not lose focus again. Whoa, that ain't no way to talk about someone when they're standing right there. Well, what are you gonna do then? What? No, it ain't. Fantina, don't you listen. Thank you kindly. Much obliged, you two. Well, all right. I gotta say, when you came by, I thought I was gonna be embarrassed. And I guess I was for a little while. But look at me now. I'm right as rain and feeling like an old toad with a brand new lily pad. It ain't about the amphibian. It's just a metaphor. I was trying to say you make me feel brand new. But then again, brand new ain't really what I'm feeling at this moment. Just like it sounds, brand new. You see, I'm the old toad, the lily pad is my attitude. It's a metaphor, darling. It ain't really about the toad and the lily pad. You following me? But, hey, don't worry. You stick around with me long enough and you'll get the hang of how I talk sooner or later. Dang, that good, huh? Well, you're really speaking my language now. I ain't been able to do much work since all this started, so I better get back to it. See you around, all right? You take care now. Fantina, it ain't like that. Oh, now, why would you go and say something like that? You know Fantina's real sensitive, especially when it comes to you and your opinion of her. Dang, now, how the hell am I gonna dry off? Don't even answer that. I'll just figure it out myself. Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. Appreciate the help. Can't believe the solution was as easy as all that. I dealt with a few spills in my time. Ain't never just air dry, though. Maybe so, but I can't say I mind getting it done that fast. Besides, it'll give Tyrell a break from having to be the one who handles all these. Well, I don't know if you need to do all that. But she did help me out of a tight spot. Well, heck, it's got to be the worst part of being a table. Spills are part of the job, but my job's supposed to be helping. Having to be the one who's relying on others, well, it pains me to the depths of my wooden soul. I'm just glad I didn't have to put you out in the process. The sooner I can get this stuff over with, the better. And, seeing as it's done, I gotta get back to work. You take care now. Oh, hey there. Do I? I guess I got a lot on my mind. Guess you could say so. It's been great hanging out with you lately, but I just can't seem to quiet the storm inside of me. If you don't mind, I'd rather talk about anything or anyone else. Maybe we can talk about some of our friends? My friends always make me happy. Dasha, why? This is all too much for me. I'm a simple table. Let me get back to work. Oh, hey. Sorry, lots to do. All's well here. Huh? Hey there. You get a chance to talk with Kopi? She sure does know her way around a cup of coffee. Thank you. I needed this today. Me? No. Oh, it's nothing to trouble yourself over. I know most of the house, yeah. We've got our fair share of characters, but as a whole, I'd say we're a good bunch. Plenty of stories to tell. Me? Oh, sure. I've got stories, I suppose. They're not exactly exciting, though. You know what? You want exciting? You should talk to the captain. Why, I swear he's seen it all. Why don't you go ask Captain Jacques about his time on the high seas? Hey there. You look like you got a story you're itching to share. I take it you'd talk to the captain then, huh? Oh, heck, I don't like where this is going. Come on now. Oh, this is the last time I confide in that salty son of a gun. Yeah, look, I just... Time spent on me's time I'm not spending on others, right? Ha! Straightforward and honest. You remind me of my old rectangular friend. You know, Dasha. The desk. Real nice gal. Anyway, you remind me of her. She's a sly one, too. Always trying to get me to focus on myself. Well, that's real nice of you to say. Oh. You mind giving me some time to myself? I need to get my head on straight. Always am. I don't think I have much of a choice. Well, if it ain't the sunshine of my life. Look at you. Every time I see that gorgeous face of yours, I feel like... well, dang, words just ain't even sufficient. Guess there's only one way to show you just what I'm feeling. Well, all right then. You come back any time you need a reminder, all right? I'll be sure to count all the ways I love you. Now you get on out of here before I'm tempted to whisk you away myself. I got work to do, and I can't concentrate when you're here looking at me like that. Well, look at you, walking around sprinkling sunshine and leaving rainbows wherever you go. Always a blessed day when I get to see that kind smile of yours. You take care and have a good one. You hear? Well, if it ain't the dark cloud over my picnic. You actually need something, or you just here to make my day worse? Actually, I don't care why you're here. Just beat it, why don't you? A cat caught in a thunderstorm? Woo-wee, you must really mean it. All right, you got me. I respect a human who can come to me hat in hand and try to make amends. I'll support you as best I can. Just make sure you got coasters, all right? Mac told me something real cute to call you. Ready for this? You're my little Solnishka. Oh, dang it. I practiced that one so many times. I love you too. Well, thank you, friend. You take care now. There you are. Was just talking about you. It wasn't enough for you to make us both happy separately. You got all three of us together, too. Didn't think you could get any better, but there you are, proving me wrong. Guess you'll have to keep smooching us both to find out. Realize? Me? Take your time. No need to rush. You still got that look in your eye. You ready to realize me? Well, that's okay. I'm a patient table. I can wait as long as you need. Whoa. I feel like a fish. No, that ain't it. Like a baby deer. A flower blooming. Oh, heck. I feel downright human. I can't thank you enough for this. It's time for me to get on out there and see what kind of good I can do. For me, now. You stuck by me even when my life wasn't all flowers and love songs. I got a few regrets yet in my life, but you ain't never gonna be one of them. Normally, I'd say something like, you make me feel like a cat with a yarn ball made of fish and catnip. But words just ain't sufficient. Come on, let me show you just how grateful I am. Oh, nothing would make me happier. I'm glad you understand. I'll always be grateful to you. A man keeps his regrets to himself. I may not be a table anymore, but I ain't about to let anyone else carry my burdens. Now, come give me a hand with these weeds, won't you? Never, darling. No problem. We waited this long for each other. We're real patient. How are you feeling? You think you got what it takes now? We'll be right here when you're ready. Whoa. We're never gonna forget this, friend. Normally, I'd say something like, you make me feel like a cat with a yarn ball made of fish and catnip. But words just ain't sufficient. Come on, let me show you just how grateful I am. Oh, nothing would make me happier. Just never thought a man could have it all. And now I do. I'm glad you understand. I'll always be grateful to you. I couldn't be happier for you two, pal. Don't you worry about me. Me and Dasha can spend some time together later. I feel like we can do a little better than a hug for you. Ain't that right, Dasha? Understood. We just want to make sure you know how we feel about you. I ain't never gonna forget this, amigo, and neither is she. Darn right. Our love story just ain't complete without you. Oh, I got some real prize-winning potatoes for you, darling. Just when I think I can't love you more.
Don't you listen to him. He's only just calmed down. He was laying into me about keeping a lid on my lubes, and I told him if he was so interested in what I do with my lube. You can tell all is well by how loud he's screaming it. Oh, you should have seen him. He was an absolute animal last night. Oh, but the fun didn't stop there. You're just in time. This sexual demon was just about to treat us to an intimate act so ambitious and depraved it requires him to coat himself in lube from head to toe. I'm sorry, I was just cleaning up after a date. But I'm still a little sore. I was trying to screw the cap back on. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good and safe time, Abel. Besides, it's water-soluble. You just need a good shower. Well, if bubblegum's not your thing, I've got grape, strawberry, unscented. This was just an unfortunate and sexy accident. Isn't he adorable when he's all wet and distressed? Oh, but it's so fun seeing you like this. Fine, party pooper. I'm gonna call River. She'll take care of this.
You should have seen him last night.
He was hammered.
Sorry. No, kidding. That was the rest of us. Abel was just here making sure everyone else was good, as per usual. Unfortunately, we kind of left a mess here last night, and I swear I was just coming to help him clean it up. But I kind of grabbed for this cup a little too fast. And I fell, a little, hard, onto him. I got most of the beer off of him, but his leg is just like that now. Hey, we've got lives too. And you still managed to get hosed anyway. Oh boy, don't get him started on all that. Every group needs a party dad, and that's Abel to a T. You're just in time, honestly. I could really use your help getting him fixed up. Don't blow a gasket, Abel, or whatever you cowboy types say. Don't oversteer your steed, ladies. I don't know. All right. I'll just go get Tony.
What happened to him? You should be asking what happened to me. Oh, my apologies. This must be so hard for you. How am I to know? All I know is I woke up in the middle of the night like this, absolutely waterlogged. Entirely unacceptable. Someone get a hold of Tony and send him up here immediately to fix this. You know quite well that the needs of the governance outweigh your silly special projects.
Oh? Solnishka? Oh, I think you are meaning Solnishko. No, I love it. And I love you. Have the greatest day. I was telling Abel how thankful I am for you. Come, let us kiss you. Ah, delicious. I do not know who is sweeter, you or Abel. You cannot be thinking of leaving house without me. We will wait as long as you require. You have returned. Are you ready to do heavy lifting? Take your time. Is no need to rush. No, this is... You will have our gratitude forever. It warms my heart to see you happy together. I will take my time with Abel later. Do not worry about Dasha. Perhaps we should take some time alone, huh? I wish to show you the depths of my feelings for you. Oh, whatever you desire. You have spoiled me, beloved. To have you hold one hand and Abel the other? I did not think I could be so happy. I will never forget what you have done for me, for us. I am glad you are happy, beloved. This is all I need. Yes, much more than a hug. Even two hearts are not enough to contain the love we have for you. You must come to see us. As happy as we will only be happier when you are with us. What have you grown for us today, beloved? Wonderful! Then tonight we have potato and cheese pierogi.
I heard somebody needed my help. Tony sent me here. Didn't know you weren't alone. Oh my God. It hurts me to be here, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna get this over with, all right? Yeah, well, glad someone around here appreciates me. Tony sent me to help you, so I'm gonna just do that. Yeah, happy to help or whatever. Recommend you keep better company. But also, I totally don't care. Later. I heard Abel needed help, but I didn't think you'd be here too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm calm. I'm cool. I got this. Oh god, you're right. I'm so sorry. Here I am making this about me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. You are? I'm so happy. We're gonna get Abel through this together. We're gonna dry all that water. If you could, like direct me? Just put your hands on my shoulders and... You really believe in me that much? Okay. I got this. I'm gonna do it. Me too. Let's do this. Are you kidding me? Working with you is all the things I need. I'm gonna be walking on air for a week. No problem. What are fans for, after all?
Abel appears to be in a state of distress when you come across him. He's drumming his fingers along his leg, crossing and uncrossing his arms. Something is clearly on his mind. Abel does a double-take that would be comical if he didn't look so sincerely alarmed. Abel sighs, shaking his head. It seems your words have finally hit home. There's a cold look in Abel's eyes that you've never seen before. Abel takes his hat off, scratches his head, then puts his hat back on. Dasha and Abel each kiss you in turn, a 1-2 punch of sweetness and heat. Abel looks like he'd rather talk about anything else. He lowers his voice like he's speaking of something truly scandalous. Abel does a funny little dance, sticking his leg out and shaking it at you. When you seem less than enthused, Abel's cheeks flush. The first word that comes to mind when you see the large cowboy standing before you is solid. This guy is big, and he looks built to last. You might be intimidated were it not for the kind expression on his face and the sweet way he doffs his hat at you. No one's ever asked you this, but if you had been asked to imagine what your table might look like as a human, you think this would be pretty close. Abel was friendly the last time you saw him, but he seems downright cheerful today. He's whistling when you walk up on him, though he stops when he sees you, greeting you with a broad grin. Abel is normally so even-keeled and sweet when you see him. The alarmed look on his face really takes you by surprise. Abel sighs, looking deeply frustrated. He leans against the floor with one hand, steadying himself. Abel's expression darkens. Abel looks away from you, visibly uncomfortable at being caught this vulnerable. The silence that stretches between you is awkward and overwhelming. You take Abel's hand, steadying him and draping his arm around your shoulder. Tony's arrival leaves no room for further conversation. He struts in, twirling a screwdriver in each hand and grinning like a used car salesman. Abel turns away from the two of you, humiliated to his very core. Tony looks disappointed when the magic words come from you and not Abel, but he shrugs. Tony bends down under the table, getting to work tightening a screw. Tony whistles as he works, but there's not much to it. He's back up after a few moments, pocketing the screwdriver. Abel tests his weight on his leg, sighing with relief when he stands steady. Abel's smile grows rigid. Tony struts back out of the room, leaving silence in his wake. Abel takes his hat off and wipes his brow, quietly calming himself. Abel looks much shinier than you remember. When he sees you walk up, he starts, almost looking as if he wants to flee, but there's nowhere for him to go. Abel exhales, pinching the bridge of his nose between his fingers. River enters without Benoit. They wisely seem to have realized they'd be better off letting her handle this on her own. She doesn't even speak to either of you. She just breezes in and out, soaking Abel in water instead of bubblegum lube. Abel manages to look more miserable than he had before. Tyrell strides into the room, all business and looking only at Abel. A man with glorious abs and a very, very fluffy wardrobe strides into the room, all business and looking only at Abel. He's holding a cute towel in the shape of a bunny. Tyrell frowns. You reach out for the bunny-shaped towel, and Tyrell looks back and forth between the two of you. Tyrell snatches the towel back from you, stepping up to Abel to do the job himself. Under Tyrell's watching eye, you gently and carefully mop the water from Abel's body. Abel seems intensely embarrassed, but he holds still and endures this cleanup without complaint. If not for Tyrell's presence here, this moment would feel spectacularly intimate. But as it is, you feel his gaze upon the two of you, motivating you to get through it faster. When you finish, Tyrell takes the wet towel from you, cradling it in his arms as he walks out the door, speaking soothingly to it in a quiet voice. He shudders. He looks at the two of you and sighs, realizing he's outnumbered. Tyrell goes to work, unfolding his little towel buddy and expertly drying Abel with a few smooth, fluid motions. He slings the now wet towel over his shoulder. He walks off without another word, seemingly more concerned with the towel's welfare. Tyrell turns on his heel and leaves, taking his towel bunny with him. He doesn't bother waiting for your answer. He just walks off away from you towards the bathroom, leaving a trail of water as he goes. When you walk up on Abel, you find him in a state of distress, though the reason is immediately apparent. As if on cue, a cool breeze rolls through. Fantina has arrived, as though summoned by Abel's distress call. It takes you a moment, but you recognize her as your fan. The hair is a dead giveaway. Fantina blasts Abel with air so intense you wonder for a moment if a tornado is passing through your house. Abel looks like he's caught in a wind tunnel, his lips parting and cheeks shaking, showing his teeth in a cartoonish grimace. Fantina's air makes short work of the spill, drying Abel and the floor around him. When she's done, Abel tips his hat to her. She looks directly into your eyes for a full minute, saying nothing else. Without another word, she leaves you and Abel alone in awkward silence. Another long silence. Fantina looks right through you. She seems entirely unbothered by your presence here. Fantina blasts Abel with air so intense you wonder for a moment if a tornado is passing through your house. Abel looks like he's caught in a wind tunnel, his lips parting and cheeks shaking, showing his teeth in a cartoonish grimace. Fantina's air makes short work of the spill, drying Abel and the floor around him. When she's done, Abel tips his hat to her. Without another word, she leaves you and Abel alone in awkward silence. Another long silence. Abel looks back and forth between the two of you, still dripping water. Her eyes grow cartoonishly big and shiny. Abel looks pained at the thought of being indebted to the both of you. She seems to quiver with anticipation at the thought of you touching her. You grab Fantina by the shoulders, aiming her at Abel. She lets out a blast of air so intense you wonder for a moment if a tornado is passing through your house. Abel looks like he's caught in a wind tunnel, his lips parting and cheeks shaking, showing his teeth in a cartoonish grimace. Fantina's air makes short work of the spill, drying Abel and the floor around him. When she's done, Abel tips his hat to the two of you. Fantina isn't even looking at Abel. She walks away in a happy daze, only pausing to shoot a contented look back at you. There might as well be hearts in her eyes. Your words hit home. Fantina looks at you with tears in her eyes, her lip quivering. She runs out of the room at a full sprint, her cries echoing through the halls. He glares at you, shaking his head. He walks off down the hall, leaving a trail of water in his wake. Fantina blasts Abel with air so intense you wonder for a moment if a tornado is passing through your house. Abel looks like he's caught in a wind tunnel, his lips parting and cheeks shaking, showing his teeth in a cartoonish grimace. Fantina's air makes short work of the spill, drying Abel and the floor around him. When she's done, Abel tips his hat to her. Fantina exits, leaving the two of you alone. Abel is clearly 1,000 miles away. He looks absolutely lost in thought. When he finally notices you, his demeanor doesn't change in the least. Abel pulls you in close, planting a kiss on your lips that makes you forget your own name for a few moments. The spectral energy flows through your dateviators, and what was once merely a table becomes... For the first time since you've known him, Abel's ordinarily colorful and expressive language seems to be failing him. Abel looks at you the way a cowboy looks at the night sky, full of wonder and appreciation. As he takes your hand in his, there's a heat that simmers between the two of you. It's as gentle as Abel himself, but just as strong. Abel takes you in his newly human, manly arms and ravishes you in a way that would make a romance novelist blush. He's just as gentle as you expected him to be, but he doesn't rest until he's left you breathless and satisfied, entirely focused on your pleasure and satisfaction. Afterward, he's deep in thought, as though there was something lingering on his mind. But when you ask him what's wrong, he only gives you a soft smile and tells you, absolutely nothing, now that you're here. Now human and in possession of actual hands to work with, Abel immediately goes out into the world to try his hand at something he's quietly been interested in. Gardening. The former table is unnatural at it. Perhaps it's his ability to focus on the needs of others, and those gentle hands of his. As happy and fulfilled as Abel's garden makes him, however, he does seem to spend a lot of time out there contemplating and sighing. When you try to ask him what's on his mind, he just gives you a sad little smile. The spectral energy flows through your dateviators, and what was once merely a table and a desk become... Dasher and Abel look first at themselves, and then at each other. And then they're rushing forward into a joyful hug, laughing and crying and twirling around. Dasher lifts Abel, Abel lifts Dasher, and then they're both turning to look at you, arms outstretched. They don't even bother with a verbal response, both of them rushing forward to lift you up so quickly and enthusiastically you almost scream. You haven't been lifted off your feet this easily since you were a toddler. Abel and Dasher lift you into the air between them, each kissing your cheek in turn. You find yourself surrounded by love and muscle in equal measure. Abel lifts you into his arms, hugging you with an unmistakable heat. His voice is a low murmur as he speaks to you. When you look over his shoulder to Dasher, she gives you a sweet smile, all sincerity and warmth. Abel takes you in his newly human, manly arms and ravishes you in a way that would make a romance novelist blush. He's just as gentle as you expected him to be, but he doesn't rest until he's left you breathless and satisfied, entirely focused on your pleasure and satisfaction. Afterward, he seems thoughtful, but when you ask what's on his mind, his thoughtful expression is replaced with a contented smile. Dasher lifts you into her arms, hugging you with enthusiasm and a passion that's truly impossible to ignore. When she speaks to you, it's not difficult to imagine what's on her mind. When you look over Dasher's shoulder at Abel, he only smiles warmly and tips his hat at you. Dasher whisks you away to your bedroom, where she performs feats of strength and flexibility that make your head spin. She doesn't stop until the two of you are entirely exhausted, putting her newly human muscles to work in service of your mutual pleasure. Afterward, she is her usual sweet self, but there's an extra twinkle in her eye when she smiles at you. The two of them whisk you away, Dasher lifting you into her arms and almost sprinting for your bedroom. You'd have imagined sleeping with these two would have led to a broken bed, or head-to-toe bruises at the very least. But Dasher and Abel are as respectful of your person and your furniture as they are passionate about you and each other. You make love with abandon, but at the end of it all your bed frame is somehow still standing. A true miracle. Abel and Dasher truly blossom when they leave your home, finding the chance to finally focus on themselves rather than holding up everyone else around them. Abel takes up gardening, and while Dasher tries her best to help him initially, she finds she's not much for weeding and watering. She truly finds herself in the kitchen, incorporating Abel's produce into meals hearty and fulfilling enough to sustain their considerable muscle. Dasher gets into collecting aprons, each more frilly and ridiculous than the last. Abel, for his part, is all too thrilled to contribute to her collection, bringing her a new one every time he returns from the farmer's market. The smooching lasts for hours, and in the end, the jury was still out.
What a dependable guy. Guess you had to table that relationship? Pity.
You're welcome. Starting with the table, huh? I hope I'm able to do this. Yeah! Now hold on 1 minute. Before anyone goes on getting themselves realized alone, I think what we have here is a duo realization opportunity. In order to get them both realized, you'll only need to worry about one of their recipes on account of them being in love and stuff. Starting with a duo realization? Good thing they're both going steady. Abel and Dasha, let's do this thing.
Tony to the rescue! Oof. Boy, look at you, Abel. Hey, come on now, guy. Ain't nothing wrong with being rescued by Tony. I can't tell you how many times I get someone all over this house to fix our friends up. Fix me, Tony, please! And I come through every time. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You keep talking shit like that and I won't fix your leg. You want to do your job wobbling all the livelong day? That what you want? Huh? Just say the words, fix me, Tony. That's all it takes. Well, guess that works too. Ain't nearly as fun, though. Hey, I ain't being a dick, just asking for some basic respect. But whatever, I'm not gonna waste my breath. I'm a professional, and I'm gonna do the job. Hey, there it is! Was that so hard? Alright, time to get to work. Alright, let's see you stand on that leg now. Well, you're welcome. At least getting a thank you out of you ain't so hard. What? No, not really. I mean, yeah, tons of work to do. Busy, busy, busy. I'll have to fix more shit. Sorry, been up to my ears in contracts for jobs around the house and, right away, Madame Mayor. Whew, she's terrifying.
Heard there was a mess that needs cleaning up. Here to do my job. So I can't even clean up messes anymore? Tyrell's not even good enough for a mess, is that it? You better be gentle. What? Who calls their lover a weirdo? Figures my enemy would say that. Oh, no. It's too late for that now. If you gotta ask that, then you're not ready to handle one of my towel buddies. I knew my lover had that special touch. I knew my human buddy had that special touch. Stop complaining. I'll be out of your timber in just a few. Was that so hard? Time to get you dried off now, buddy. Get lost.
Maybe I could help you keep count? Oh, here, let me. Your hands are real soft, like a well-maintained leather saddle. Whew! All right. I've been dancing around my feelings for you for too long now. I don't know about you, but I ain't never wanted to kiss my friend in an intimate place. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm embarrassing you, but I ain't sorry about my feelings. Dasha, no one gets me like you do. Nobody else in this house knows how hard it is to carry everyone else's burdens on your shoulders. You do it without ever asking for a thank you. You do it just 'cause it's right. And while you do it, oh, you look so gosh dang gorgeous. Like a sunrise made of flowers and rainbows. Oh, shucks, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Do you think it'd be all right if I kissed you? I intend to. Well, I told you I'm done dancing around my feelings. I love you, Dasha. I do, and I'm sorry. I just need to say this. I love you, Dasha. Always have. Glad you don't mind, but I ain't doing this for nobody's approval. I just gotta say one more thing. I love you, Dasha. And you know what? This human living in this house made it all possible. I noticed your shenanigans getting us together, and I'll be damned if I didn't like it. I love you, too. That's the spirit. Always room for one more between all our arms. Fine with me. And you know what? This human living in this house made it all possible. I noticed your shenanigans getting us together, and I'll be damned if I didn't like it. Thank you, friend. I ain't threatened by nothing. If Dasha loves you, then I'm happy for you both. We can all be happy now. I couldn't have gotten here without your love, you know. You taught me I deserve to be happy too. And being happy for me means having both of y'all at my side. Oh, thank you kindly, my friend. Happy days ahead for all of us. You're right. Dasha, if you'd like to, I'd be honored to take you on a real date. I tip my hat to you, friend. See you around. Oh, there she is, the prettiest desk in the house. Appreciate the privacy, partner. And here comes the other half now. It's gonna have to withstand a whole lot more'n both of us coming to say hi. Ain't it? I like the cut of your jib. Darn tootin'. Well now,